Hello and welcome to the next PowerPoint in our informational session series. This presentation will be on housing and transportation in the Houghton area. Moving into a brief introduction, my name is Jamie Surdich, and I am the International Student and Scholar Advisor. I am a DSO for the F side, and I am an ARO on the J side. First, I will talk about some transportation options. One of the main transportation options that our department likes to recommend to new international students is the Michigan Tech Shuttle Service. The link to the Transportation Services website can be found on the bottom of this slide, and this will bring you to a link with all of the information regarding the shuttle. This will include the shuttle schedules, more information on pickup areas, and anything else you may need to know. The Michigan Tech Shuttle has a few different routes, especially during the school year. They have a main campus route, which stops at multiple bus stops at the buildings on campus, including Daniel Heights, which is shown right here. They have a shopping shuttle, which goes to Walmart, Todix, which is also another local grocery store. And they also have a city commuter shuttle that stops at certain bus stops on the streets in Houghton. It is a great option for you, and it is a very reliable option. And the best part about the Michigan Tech Shuttle Service is this is actually free for those that are affiliated with Michigan Tech to use. So all you have to do is just go to the bus stop at the time for pickup, and you can just go on. If there is somewhere that you need to go that the Michigan Tech Shuttle Service does not go to, the city of Houghton and the city of Hancock also have transit buses. The links to their websites are at the bottom of this slide, and you can find the information on their shuttle routes. The difference with the city of Houghton and the city of Hancock shuttles compared to the Michigan Tech shuttle is that there is a charge for these shuttles. You can purchase passes, which will give you a discounted rate for more purchases and more rides, but there is still a charge associated with it. So even though it might not be as convenient as the Michigan Tech shuttle, it still is a great option. We do have Lyft, which is a ride sharing app in the area. However, we only have 1 or 2 drivers for Lyft, so this isn't a very reliable option. However, it could be a good option for you on weekends or after hours when the other shuttle services and local transit buses are not in service. We do also have local taxis in the area. You can just do a quick Google search for Houghton, Michigan taxi companies. And on there, you'll be able to see what our options are, and you can give the taxi a call if you need to be picked up. Our next topic will be housing. Unfortunately, since Houghton is a very small area, housing is an issue in this area, and so it is good to plan ahead and be sure that you have housing secured before you arrive in Houghton. So I will move into some options for you regarding housing. The first is living on Michigan Tech's campus. Michigan Tech has multiple residence halls, as well as apartment buildings, also known as Daniel Heights, in which international students can live. If you are an undergraduate international student, chances are you will live in one of our residence halls. These are DHH, also known as Douglas Houghton Hall, McNair, Wadsworth Hall, and there is also a Hillside Place. International graduate students tend to be offered housing in Daniel Heights, which are still close to campus, but they are more apartment buildings instead of dorm rooms. There are also some other local apartment building complexes near campus, as you can see in this photo where I'm circling right now. You could live there as well. They are a bit pricier, but they are just a short walk to campus, and so they are a very convenient option. There is a shortage of housing on campus, and so a lot of students try to find some off-campus housing. Michigan Tech has a website called Off-Campus Housing Marketplace, and the link is listed on the bottom of the slide here. And it is a list of apartments and houses that are for rent near Michigan Tech. You can sort by how many bedrooms, bathrooms there are in the apartment or house. You can search by price and per unit or per person. So if you are looking to secure housing before you arrive, I would recommend looking at one of these housing websites as well. Please note that there is cheaper housing options up north, but they are a ways from campus. So if you do not have transportation, those might not be an efficient option for you. It would be a good idea to look for somewhere in Houghton or Hancock, which is still a little ways away, but not as bad as up north. So once you arrive, you have your housing and your accommodations and everything that's figured out. Obviously, you want to do as much as you can to get involved with Michigan Tech because it'll make your time here that much better. So this section I added in as well to talk about some things that you can do in Houghton and how to get involved. In terms of getting involved, there are a lot of ways in which you can get involved on campus. The biggest thing is a student organization. There are many international student groups on campus that you can join and become a member. For example, if you are an African student, there is an African student organization on campus. If you are an Indian student, there is an Indian Students Association, and there are many other options as well. If you go on to the International Programs and Services website, we have the international student groups listed on our Get Involved tab. However, Student Leadership and Involvement Department also has a link right here on the slide that will give you a list of the current student organizations. So not only are there ones probably pertaining to your home country, but there are other organizations on campus as well. For example, graduate student government and undergraduate student government is a great option to join, especially graduate student government, since a lot of our international students are graduate students. They do a lot around campus, and it's a great way to become involved. There are professional organizations on campus as well. For example, through the College of Business, they have an accounting club and a finance club. So there are many ways to get involved. Otherwise, if you're looking for other social options, there is also Greek life on campus, which are sororities and fraternities. If you are only here for a year or two to do your master's, that might not be as easy of an option for you. However, it is still an option to get involved. And if you're looking to help the local community, there are many, many options in our local area of ways to get involved and volunteer and help out others. So I would definitely look into those options, especially since this is a very small and close-knit community. Our community greatly depends on volunteers, especially Michigan Tech students. As I mentioned in my previous video about the weather, it's great. It's a great idea to enjoy the outdoors, especially in the winter when it's cold. It's a good idea to try to find something to do because otherwise it'll make the winter a very, very long time. So enjoy the outdoors. Michigan Tech has an outdoor adventure program, also known as the OAP. And this is a group that is dedicated to getting students involved in enjoying the outdoors. For example, they rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and also things in the summer as well. So it's a great option to check them out. Mount Ripley is the ski and snowboarding hill that is owned by Michigan Tech. When you are a student, you are able to enjoy Mount Ripley at a discounted rate. And so I would definitely recommend at least trying to snowboard or ski at least once while you are here. Another way to get active and enjoy Michigan Tech is going to the Student Development Complex, also known as the SDC. At the SDC, there are many options available to students. There is a gym where you can play badminton, basketball, volleyball. There is a track that you can run around or take a walk. There are punching bags if you would like to do boxing. In the SDC, there is also an exercise room that has weightlifting equipment as well as treadmills and other cardio machines. And there are also a wide range of fitness classes that are offered by the SDC as well. I would definitely recommend looking into these. And since you are a student and are paying the student activity fee, you do get to use Michigan Tech's SDC facilities for free. You will just need to tap or show your Michigan Tech Husky card. Now I will move into some outdoor areas that I personally enjoy and that I know a lot of our international students do as well. Hungarian Falls, as you can see from this picture, this is a local waterfall. It is very, very beautiful, and it's great for hiking as well as just enjoying the waterfalls. This is about a 20-minute drive from campus, so you will obviously need transportation, but it is definitely worth it. Brockway Mountain is up in Copper Harbor, which is about an hour to an hour and a half from Michigan Tech's campus. As you can see, this was during fall time when all of the leaves were changing on the trees. And so standing on top of Brockway Mountain, the view is absolutely breathtaking. So I would highly recommend adventuring the Copper Harbor area if you do have transportation, because there are a lot of trails, there's a campsite, and Brockway Mountain is beautiful. Princess Point is another beach area. This is near campus. It is right down the hill from the Rose Center, so it's just a walk from campus if you want to stick around closer. There's the water there. There's picnic benches. As you can see from the picture here, there's benches by the water. There's also a fire pit as well, so if you would like to get together during the summer with your friends, you can make s'mores down at Princess Point, and you could even go swimming. There also is a trail that goes off of Princess Point as well. The Nara Nature Trails are a few minutes from Michigan Tech's campus. This is an example of one of the trails that are there, and it has a very, very nice bridge surrounding the trail, which is really nice because you can go for a walk right in the middle of the water, as it shows in this picture. But other than that, there are many other trails that you can go hiking on. In the winter, you could go cross-country skiing on. And also, the Nara Nature Trails are right near the Copper Country Humane Society. So again, as I mentioned, volunteering is a great way to get involved. You can go pet the cats at the Humane Society, or you could even take a dog for a walk at the trails. I know that I personally enjoy walking a dog on this specific trail because it has a nice breeze coming from the water in the summer, but it's a beautiful view. Here is a picture of Mount Ripley that I had mentioned earlier. So you can see the ski hill and the chairlift right here, and it's right across the canal from Michigan Tech campus. And here is a picture of the John McGinnis Student Ice Arena, which is in the SDC. This is where Michigan Tech plays their hockey games. And during the hockey season, these seats are pretty close to full because a lot of people in this area love Michigan Tech hockey, as well as students. That is all that I had for this brief presentation. If you have any questions, you can always send us an email or give us a call. Our phone number and our email are listed on this slide. Otherwise, most of your questions can probably be answered on our website, which is linked on this slide as well. However, if you do need clarification or you have follow-up questions that aren't on our website, feel free to reach out. Thank you for watching this presentation, and we hope to hear from you soon.